I have been chronically sick since, I would say, end of October up until now. End of October 2018 up until now, and it's January 2018.
You still have sensation, you still have, you know, you can move everything, that's not a problem.
Yeah, but like even right now I'm feeling like tingles.
Okay, and in your feet too?
Yeah, well not right now, but from time to time it'll happen. I just don't understand why this is really happening to me, and I feel itchy, and I'm not feeling good.
You always look at the most likely culprit. You started something and you started having these weird kind of symptoms.
What if this doesn't go away? Like, could I die from this?
No. Which is frustrating because you're not losing weight, your weight's exactly the same, so it's not like you're losing 20 pounds. You know, all the blood work's normal, you know, so.
I just don't get it.
Well, you can't get it. That's part of the mental aspect. You don't get it. That's the issue. You know, that's why at some point do you need to be treated for this. And I think you may have to. You're not productive. Like you said, she lays around, you know, and, you know, you're crying, you're not motivated, you sleep, you're staying in bed. You see it because you're at home. You know, she's very go-getter, productive, and now she hasn't been.
You're just like disabled.
Yeah, and your body's telling you, time out, I need some help. You know, because you can't keep every day, every, you know, 2-3 days you're in here with a different symptom. Well, we check you for everything, and it's all normal. So now it's your head, now it's this, and next week it may be something else. Now it's the diarrhea, but it's gone now. I had a fever, but now it's gone now. So your body is just in chaos.
I'm just tired of feeling crazy, like all my tests come back normal. My body's been trying to constantly fight off something. I have been in and out of doctor's offices, have spent thousands of dollars down the drain, and have been left with absolutely no answers. Y'all have seen me be in and out of doctor's offices. Luckily, doing family vlogs, I kind of vlogged everything throughout the years. I feel like I couldn't even hide being sick. I was just like, you know what? Oh, I guess that's just my life. My immune system's weak, and oh well. Like, and I guess it wasn't that bad to me because I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's just a few days out the year. It would happen several times a year. It's just normal. Everybody gets sick, right? Made me feel better. I just have shooting pain all over. I think I need to go back, babe. I felt like I was getting better yesterday. My health has just significantly declined, where I would maybe get 1 or 2 days of a break from being sick or feeling, you know, well enough to even just like get out of bed. It's just been hell on earth, honestly.
What's wrong, man?
Chest pain, hold on. Oh, gosh, I've been having it on and off all day today at school. Parts of my body go numb.
What parts? Your hands? Your legs? What?
My legs.
Your legs, stomach go numb. She's been to the bathroom at least like 10 to 15 times. Just go and throw up.
Ow! Ow!
It's all up, man.
Baby, please help me.
You're right, baby.
Yeah, and I just feel like passing out right now. Ow. Okay. Ow.
You not feeling good? You not feeling good again?
Treatment that after I washed my feet felt like
feels like contraction, but in my head. It's like a 5, but every like minute or two, I feel like sharp shooting pain.
I feel so better.
Yeah, it's gonna be all better.
Y'all know that I love fitness. I am constantly in the gym. I pride myself on living a healthy lifestyle. I eat clean majority of the time. I'm in pretty damn good shape. I just take pride in, you know, I've just always been active and I've always tried to live like a healthy lifestyle. So on the night before my birthday, in the wee hours of the night, I'm like sound asleep, because at this point I'm like sleeping like 16 hours a day, you guys. So I was like knocked out, and my husband woke me up, made me breakfast, and was like, you know, happy birthday, babe, like I love you, today's gonna be a great day. And he was like, babe, like I was tossing and turning last night, I couldn't sleep, so I got up and was thinking, you know, I think it's your boobs. I think your boobs have been making you sick. And I was like, when he said that, I instantly thought of comments from our YouTube videos. Like several of you have left comments like, I think maybe you have breast implant illness, like you should look into it, and so on and so forth. And honestly, I never looked into it, and I will tell you why. In the past, I would look into, you know, commenters' suggestions on Google, and like it would honestly worry me like sick. Like my symptoms were all over the place. So I was getting, you know, not just, oh, check into breast implants, check into lupus, check into cancer, check into just all sorts of things, along with the other comments like, you're crazy, you're just depressed, you have anxiety, you a hypochondriac, like just so many different comments from everywhere. I felt that it was best that I don't really look into anything until, you know, I already had that appointment set up with my natural doctor. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna seek advice from a medical doctor, a professional. That was that. I was just like laser focused to just fighting through the rest of the days until seeing him. When my husband brought that up, it kind of was a shocker also, because he doesn't read the comments, so it's not like he was influenced by anyone or reading it from somewhere. He said that he was just tossing and turning, and he feels like it was, or not feels, he knows it was a revelation from God, like that told him like, look, like it's your wife, your wife's breasts are like poisoning your wife. The morning of my birthday, early morning, he had the revelation that, you know, it was my boobs. And we didn't want to share it at this point because it was just so fresh. I had so many things going on in my mind where I was like, I wasn't so sure it was that. I had a lot of like doubts. Had a lot of fear, had a lot of things that are not of God, obviously. These feelings of doubt and just anger, just a lot of things going on where I didn't feel comfortable with sharing, because I wanted to make sure that we did, you know, our research, and most importantly saw our natural doctor. And even when we saw him, I was like, babe, let's not bring it up. I want to see what he says. I want him to check me out, see, you know, what exactly he says. And he said, you know, the toxin load, so and so and so and so, and he brought up my implants. Finally, something showed up in my blood work where my white blood cell count was really low. And usually when your white blood cell count is low, it means that your body's trying to fight off some kind of infection. What that infection is, no doctor has been able to figure out. Our natural doctor found that my toxin load is 5 times higher than what it should be, and I have 6 out of 18 biomarkers for cancer. So when he told me that news and the toxin load news, and he said my lymphatic system is completely blocked, which is why I've been not able to catch a break, I don't know, When someone decides to get breast implants or breast augmentation, you go through the procedure, they're put in, your body's like, wow, what the hell is this? And it goes crazy and tries to protect itself from this foreign object that was just put into your body. It forms what's called a scar capsule, which everyone forms that gets implants put in around the implant to try to, that's pretty much acts as a barrier to try and fight off the foreign object in your body. And from then on, it's constantly working overtime to fight off all the crazy shit that's inside of the bag, which in my case would be textured silicone, and not even the stuff that's inside of the bag, but the outer shell. Textured silicone is known for being the most dangerous kind of implant. Saline is not safe either because the bag is still silicone. I'll put up on the screen, of what all is in silicone implants, as well as, link everything, all the articles and studies and research or lack thereof, down in the description box for all of you guys who are interested to check them out. I found them very, very helpful in this crazy journey of mine. Honestly, looking back at my 19-year-old self, I feel extremely naive and stupid to think that this surgery was easy and super safe, but honestly that's what was portrayed to me and plenty of other women out there, like breast augmentation. Of course there are risks with any surgery that you have, but breast augmentation has been known to be one of the safer type of surgeries to have, and it's really not. Usually plastic surgeons say if there's a problem or a rupture, you'll instantly be able to tell and you can get it taken care of right away. That's not true. Just implants being in your body is dangerous. Silicone constantly microscopically leaks throughout my body, and it can leak through the implant without any rupture. These implants have been slowly poisoning me. I have the textured silicone implants inside of my body right now. I didn't even actually know that the silicone was banned, I believe back in the 90s. I'll link the site down below for you guys, but I believe it said 90s. They were banned off the market, and then I think about 10 years maybe later, they were put back onto the market, and I didn't know that either. And after doing, my research, because Jerry and I have been researching ever since my birthday, there have been literally no long-term studies that actually show or prove that breast implants are safe. Let's talk about my symptoms. Chronic dizziness. 90% of the time when I'm in a car, I get very, very dizzy and nauseous. Chest pain and heart palpitations. So I have been having more and more chest pains. I've always had chest pains throughout the years, the last few years. Of course, everything the last few months have been elevated for some reason. It's just, I guess, all catching up to me 9 years later. I have had chronic chest pain on and on. I'll just have tightening of my chest, numbness and tingles on the bottom of my feet. I just randomly get tingles, and sometimes I get numb on my just my hands and my feet. Chronic fatigue. I sleep a total of about 14 to 16 hours a day. It doesn't even make sense. It's just crazy how tired my body gets. Abdominal pain, run test, everything comes back normal. Internal bleeding, blurry vision, and sometimes burning eyes. I feel like my eyes sometimes look yellowish brown. I thought I had an eye infection. I kept showing y'all. Well, that happens to my eyes on and off now. Nausea, vomiting. Thought I had food poisoning twice. I had a nurse come to our house to administer an IV to me both times because I could not stop throwing up. I thought it was food poisoning, but now I am almost positive that it wasn't food poisoning, because the same foods that I ate, my husband had too. So wouldn't he throw up and be just as sick as I was? Again, maybe, my immune system just sucks. and his doesn't. I've gotten used to that. Increased urination, dry mouth. Man, this sounds just like diabetes. Got checked for diabetes, everything came back normal. Got checked for bladder infection, that came back normal. UTI normal. Shortness of breath is starting to become a huge problem for me. I'm really having trouble breathing. It's like every day, even throughout this video. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I've been having to like take deep breaths and like, yeah, I just feel winded all the time. Chronic acne, I've never had this before so much in my life, especially in the last few months, but really I feel like the last like year, maybe even 2 years, I've been getting acne more and more. And usually, I swear, I've never had this problem ever. My face has always been like baby face, like clear. Acne, like sometimes on my neck and my chest and my upper back. Chronic ear pain. I've struggled with ear pain for years. Itchiness. I get like itchy, like on my legs, or like right here on my chest. Forgetfulness, my speaking has changed, so I don't even speak the same. Like I trip on words a lot. I know what I want to say, but I can't get it out right. I feel like over the years, I'm like, man, like I'm just no longer articulate. Like I feel like I don't speak clear anymore. I forget what I'm saying, like, or what I'm about to say. Flu-like symptoms, chills, body aches, joint pain. Y'all, I recently went on a trip to Disney World. We decided, just for memory's sake, we really wanted to show the positive vibes all throughout our trip because it was so special. We haven't seen our family in a while, and we like really miss them, and we wanted the trip to be really fun for our kids and for us. But I was in a wheelchair like more than half of the time at Disney World. My knees hurt so bad I could not even walk some days. Like it hurt so bad, and now I feel like I'm getting a little emotional talking about it because I remember breaking down in Disney World because I was just like, y'all, like I'm 28 years old. Why am I having trouble even walking? Like, why me? Like, I was just like feeling so sad and like angry and just like so confused, like that I'm 28 years old. I feel like I'm like a 95-year-old woman, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I was in a lot of pain to where I have trouble even walking for long periods of time. Difficulty swallowing, which comes with also like difficulty breathing with the shortness of breath. Throughout the trip, bowel movements have changed. Like it's been from diarrhea to normal to constipation to back to diarrhea. I've had a lot of gut pain. I've had lack of appetite. And y'all know I love to eat. And lately, I don't know, maybe it's just the lack of energy and my body hasn't been doing as much, so I'm not as hungry anymore, but I have to force myself to eat. Sharp, throbbing pains in my head, which I've had for years, and I've shared with y'all too in the vlogs. I've been rushed to the emergency room several times for this. And again, they'd run tests, CT, MRI, all normal. I have random sharp shooting pains, whether it's in my head, my chest, my stomach, when I'm about to go to the bathroom, like just sharp shooting pains where it like makes me scream. I feel like I smell all the time. So even like you guys, Jerry gets so annoyed by this because I'll be like, babe, like, do you smell me? I'll ask him to smell me because I feel like I smell. The doctor said it's from my lymphatic system being so blocked. Like my toxin load is so high. These implants have been poisoning me for the last 9 years, and it's just rapidly catching up to me now. I can't even go to the gym anymore, you guys. I was in so much pain. I felt like I was about to pass out. I was so scared to drive home. Like it was just so scary to me. My body just couldn't take it. That is huge for me too. That's really sad because I'm used to going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week, and I have not seen a gym in about 2 months now. Hopefully it will change soon. Been having really bad back and neck pain, chronic inflammation, loss of desire to even be intimate. I'm in pain so much. The last thing on my mind is wanting to have sex or be intimate with my husband, which sucks. Terrible posture, trying to sit up nice for y'all, but I'm usually like this, like, because it hurts less when I'm just sitting like this. Y'all catch my drift. It's been a long laundry list of symptoms, and had I known that breast implants would do this to me and my body and cause all of these crazy symptoms, I would have never gotten them. And you know, that is the honest truth, because y'all know me. I'm so scared of needles. I'm so like just dramatic when it comes to even like taking medicine. Like, I don't like this stuff at all. So I was just naive and stupid, and I thought that it was completely safe. Before seeing our natural doctor and getting confirmation, I had a lot of doubts. I was in denial. I kept like, no way, like there's just no way, and my symptoms were all over the place. I was actually starting to believe that maybe I am like depressed. Maybe I do suffer from anxiety, because I've talked about this before, where years ago, I actually was diagnosed with anxiety, and when I was diagnosed with that, I did have my implants in, so, you know, who knows, but at the end of the day, what kept me not accepting, you know, oh, you're just depressed, oh, you're crazy, not accepting that was just the pain that I have been going through these last few months. I just knew, like, there's no way on this earth that this was normal, and I knew I wasn't going crazy, and I knew it was something else. It's affected our life a lot. It's affected my friendships. I don't reach out to my friends as much. I don't reach out to like my best friend as much, because I'm always in pain or I'm always sleeping. It's affected our marriage in ways like I don't spend as much time with him as I usually do. I'm not in the best of moods. Like, you know, he's been, and FYI, my husband has been seriously like my rock throughout this whole entire time. He's been very, very compassionate, very sympathetic, very just there for me, always positive. He's like, I feel like I'm just so blessed to have him as a husband, because I've read a lot of stories of a lot of women being left. Just everything we've been through, I feel like if it was anyone else, I would have been got left. Like, I feel like no man could have been as strong as my husband has been with me throughout the last few months and years that we've been together. Because it is annoying and it is depressing and not fun to be with someone who's sick all the time. And even on social media, you know, I've been called so many things. I feel like I'm known for like the queen of being sick after all these years, because we have vlogged since I believe 2013, and y'all have seen every single year something is always wrong with D, like, girl, you do this for attention, da da da, like just all these things and you get fed all these things. And you know, I always say I'm strong, and I've just grown thick skin over the years over being on social media for so long. But if you're told, or if you're seeing comments consistently saying the same thing, like, oh, you're crazy, like you're a hypochondriac, nothing's wrong with you, you really at some point start to believe that. And I feel like the last few months before seeing our natural doctor, I really was starting to believe like something was mentally wrong with me. Having all these tests run, like I felt crazy, because everything was coming back normal and I knew what I was feeling, and yeah, it just wasn't a good feeling. We've had some pretty dark moments I've had with my husband the last few months, where I just felt like I don't know, like I don't know, I don't even want to go there, but I felt like a burden to my husband, honestly. Even though he didn't make me feel that way, I just felt so much guilt because of how lifeless I was in our house, in our family, and just I felt like I don't know, I didn't feel, I felt like I wasn't living, and I haven't been living. I've literally been, I feel like I've just been like sleeping my life away. I'm scheduled to get an explant with a total capsulectomy, so I won't just be getting my implants removed, I'll be getting the scar tissue, the capsule around it removed as well, because if I was to just get the implants out and leave the capsule inside, I would still be sick. It would be like as if I still had my implants in. I'll be going with a surgeon in California. He is known for being one of the top surgeons who specialize in explants and total capsulectomies. With the procedure, with lab tests, with travel, rental car, hotel or Airbnb, just everything, it's gonna be about $12,000, maybe on upwards to $15,000. After it's all said and done to get these out. And we're ready. I'm scheduled for October. Because he is so widely known and recognized for being the top surgeon in this, he has a long wait list. So the soonest they could get me in was October. However, my doctor said, you know, with my toxin load being so high and me being so high risk for cancer, he doesn't think that I can wait that long or should wait that long. So I'm working actually on getting that surgery date pushed forward. I just have to get some documentation sent to the center where I'm having surgery. Ow. I will not be getting a lift because one, I don't want to get sliced up more than I already have to. And two, I want to see what my body does. Like, my main priority is my health. I want to, you know, I know that once these are out, I'm praying that, you know, I'm confident now that majority of my symptoms will be gone. But I do know that I still have to heal other things. It's not going to fix absolutely everything, and I'm just going to be 100% healthy right after it's done. I know that it's going to be a long process to healing. My natural doctor has already, you know, set me up with 3 protocols that I will be on to like fully detox and flush these toxins out of my body. I want to give my body like a full year, maybe even 2 years, to see what it does naturally on its own. Y'all don't even know. I'm so done. This video is probably really, really long. I'm sorry if this was all over the place. Just sharing with you guys what I've been going through and what has been revealed and what I plan to do. I do plan to vlog this process and this journey in hopes that it will be helpful for one of you guys. I know I've been vocal in the past and about being, you know, pro plastic surgery and also being pro natural. I'm not sharing this in any way to like tell anyone like what to do. Like, girl, you do you. If you want some titties still, go get you some boobs. Like that's your choice. I just want to share my story. Felt like it was the right thing to do. And no, if you don't know me or this is your first time watching me, I am not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not licensed medically in any way. This is a part of my life story and my life journey, and this is what I'm going through and what my family's been going through. And so I felt like, yeah, we should share it like everything else. Share this video if you'd like, if you think it would be helpful or someone would find it helpful. And I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.